The first reviews for the Super Mario Galaxy movie are here, and critics are absolutely hating this movie so far. We'll get to some individual reviews too, but first, the movie has opened up to a 44% on Rotten Tomatoes with 59 reviews so far. And if you don't know how Rotten Tomatoes works, this just means out of those 59 reviews, 44% of them gave it a positive score on their scale. Now, it's not like the first Super Mario Bros. Movie was some critically acclaimed masterpiece, but it had a 59% on Rotten Tomatoes. Obviously, the audience score is way higher anyways. But before everybody jumps to the conclusion that, oh, if a critics dislike a movie, that means it's automatically amazing, Sonic 3, which I think is a very fair comparison to make, has an 86% score. So people do like these movies, including critics. But let's just get into some of these reviews from different individuals and outlets. Like the Hollywood Handle says, the Super Mario Galaxy movie was made for YouTube Shorts viewers. The constant need to add an action sequence every time the story, with lots of potential, begins to develop makes it feel like just another soulless animated film. Now, even as someone that makes YouTube Shorts, I know that is not a good comparison when you're talking about a movie. Fellow YouTuber Zach Pope says the Super Mario Galaxy movie is jam-packed with nostalgia, incredible animation, action-packed fight sequences that Nintendo fans will lose their minds over, but just like the first film, the pacing and story is all over the place, leaving very little to care about. I had fun, but wanted more. And in most of these reviews I'm going to go over, you're going to see a lot of similar comparisons where people are like, hey, if you like things about the first movie, you pretty much get more of that, but anything you disliked about the first film, the same problems are still here. We'll mix it up with a little bit of a positive review. They say it's actually better than the first film, despite its similarly thin story, great visuals, and Glenn Powell has a lot of fun as Fox McCloud. Justice for Bowser, though, whose arc is a disappointment, but I have seen other reviews saying that Bowser was the highlight of the movie, so again, everybody's just giving their own takeaway. Don't take too much in it. Tony Masello says the Super Mario Galaxy movie is a bland and boring visual spectacle, a 96-minute video game cutscene with shockingly little dialogue. Sure, the animation is impressive and there are tons of nostalgic references, but the action and the humor is entirely aimed at little kids, which I do feel like people forget this is made by Illumination, the same studio that makes like Despicable Me and Minions. And like the first Mario movie, I did enjoy it. It's a fun film and there's lots of jokes that adults will enjoy in these films. Obviously, lots of people that are going to watch these movies are older, that grew up with the Mario games. I feel like people forget you're going into this and it is a kids film. That's not an excuse for them giving something that seems disappointing to a lot of people. It's just something to keep in mind. Another positive review, Hunter Bolding says the Super Mario Galaxy movie is a blast of color and amazing imagery. It's like those old Wii games coming off the screen and into the theater. People young and old will get a kick out of this movie. Glenn Powell is perfect as Star Fox. He's been mentioned multiple times so far. Variety kind of has a word salad of a review here. They say that the Super Mario Galaxy movie is full of scenes of running, leaping, chasing, and falling through the air, falling into lava, fighting, and more fighting, but nothing in the movie is sustained. It's a mad jumble and eager product tie-in mess. It's one of the only animated features since the Pokemon films that seems to be wearing its Easter eggs on the outside. Now, again, I'm not going to defend this. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I can't give my review, but at least the first movie, even though the pacing is way too quick, that film moves at breakneck speed. There's no time for anything to breathe. Again, this is a kids film. We are sadly in the brain rot generation, and maybe this is a bad thing to say, but if I'm watching a film that's messy and has problems, I'd rather it have way too quick of pacing than being way too slow and end up feeling very boring. Again, it's not like it's good that the movie doesn't let any little moment breathe and is just moving at a very fast pace, but I think it's better than the alternative. And by the way, hit that like and follow button real quick, but Total Film says the Super Mario Galaxy movie improves on the action and animation from the first movie, but it doesn't quite reach the gravity-defying heights of the game. I have seen multiple different comments from different people that saw it saying that, hey, Rosalina is actually surprisingly not that big of a part of the story despite being very crucial to the game, so that is kind of disappointing to hear, especially with Brie Larson being cast as her. She's so excited for this role. Now, as always with critic reviews, especially when it comes to franchise stuff, if you know yourself and you love the first Super Mario Bros. Movie, or you love the games and these characters and just want to see them go on some fun adventures, have some laughs along the way, I wouldn't let these reviews disappoint you. Definitely don't shake them off completely if you were someone that maybe wasn't wowed by the first film, didn't love it, and was hoping for better here. It doesn't necessarily seem like you're going to be getting that. But tap the playlist above my head to watch all my movie reviews on the channel. Those are the only correct opinions out there, and thank you so much for watching.